noticing today how nicely my flower garden is coming along. I've got a spot like right in there that needs some perennials planted, and I had one that I planted last year over here that died. Hi, Chad. And then this one over there. And then my neighbor just told me that it's going down to 21 tonight. So, I mean, thankfully, my walls of water will protect the tomato. Chad, stop it. Will protect the tomatoes down to 16 degrees. So the tomatoes in there will be fine. I just need to make sure that the tops are more closed. But these guys, well, that's from the compost. There's still compost in there. I haven't finished, but anyway. But this stuff over here, this stuff will never survive 21 degrees. So John and I are going to be getting out sheets and towels and all kinds of stuff and try to get all that stuff covered. Okay, got my strawberries covered there, and most everything out there. A few things that I didn't cover were like volunteers, you know, ones where they started from seed from another plant. Got those guys covered. I kind of teepeed the top of all of those, covered my strawberry plants. There's another one over there you can't see. It's a mattress pad on some strawberries. And then over here I have a clematis that actually doesn't look like it's covered very well. Okay, that's better. And then the only thing I realized I did not cover up my mint plant. This is the most amazing plant. I mean, mint just goes crazy anyway. It's almost better to contain it in a pot. But for this to survive every single year in a pot that's that small, with temperatures that go down as cold as what ours do all winter long, it's just crazy that it keeps coming back. So I need to go get a towel and cover that. And look at that. It just went from 32 to 33. Finally above freezing. I got up a little while ago and it was 30. So it's a good thing we covered everything. So I wanted to show you guys something. This is my YouTube page for my Flagstaff Home, and I have my comments pulled down. And there has been a person who's been commenting lately who comments in Portuguese. And so out of curiosity, I wanted to find out what this person was saying to me. I don't know if it's a woman, I'm guessing. Maybe it is. But so anyway, I took one of her comments and I copied it and pasted it into an online translator from Portuguese to English. And I was able to see, she was asking me if I could put this pine needle basket video in Portuguese, like Portuguese subtitles. And I found out that I can actually do that on YouTube. I can make a few clicks and they auto-translate. Of course, they're going to screw up certain things and probably make certain parts of it sound ridiculous, but I think that most of us understand that subtitles are not always perfect. But anyway, she was talking about how grateful she was that I had put Portuguese subtitles on there, and asked me for another video. And so I just went last night while John and I were watching a movie, I just went and put like 30 videos in Portuguese and then asked her if she's interested in my other channel, and I'll go ahead and translate or click on the translate thing for that too. So it was kind of fun though, because I was responding back to her in the translate from English to Portuguese. I would type my answer into that, and then I would get what it is supposed to be in Portuguese, and then I would copy and paste it. So we were having like these long, let me show you. Like, look, I actually responded to her in Portuguese. Hopefully, I didn't say anything insulting by accident, but yeah, what cool technology we have. And I simply just looked up online, you know, in the search box. I just looked up translate from Portuguese to English, and then I got this thing where I could type in whatever I wanted, and or vice versa. My cute little. My little miniature rose plant. Got a little blossom there. So I'm going to keep this inside until toward the end of the summer. That's what the instructions said. And then I'm going to plant it out in my garden toward the end of the summer. And then it should do fine. over the winter and then come back and start blooming nicely next summer. Which would be really fun. Okay, guys, I'm at the grocery store and they took their big sign down that said to wear masks. But everyone in this store is wearing a mask. Every single person, except John and I. We've decided that if an employee tells us to put one on, we will, but they took their sign down. So we're vaccinated. We figured it just feels very, very weird to be in here not wearing a mask in the first place, but then to look around and see that we're the only ones not wearing masks. We're rebels. Okay, you know that you've been under serious restrictions for a long time when going to the grocery store and not having to wear a mask is fun. I don't know. Was it fun? It was weird. It felt weird. Did it feel weird to you?
No, it felt great.
It felt great. And we ran into, most people were wearing masks, but we would pass by somebody who wasn't, and one or the other of us would be like, don't you feel like a rebel? And so when we first got there were literally no people in the store without masks on, but then by the time we left, there were maybe 8. So, but it felt great not to have to wear a mask. And we ran into a lady we knew from church, and I did not know that she and her husband both had COVID, so they're carrying their letter with them that proves that they have antibodies. We didn't even think about carrying our card. Well, actually, I have my card. Yeah.
I always have my card.
I have my card. So,
Don't let anybody bully me about it.
Yeah. No, I forgot. I was thinking that I had it in that bill holder thing, but no, I have it in my purse. So, yeah. So weird, but hopefully we get to a point, I mean, we will, right? Where things like that don't feel weird anymore. Like, we'll remember it and say, remember when it used to feel weird not to wear a mask? So I'm just so excited. I did not expect the grocery store to have lifted their mask mandate. We actually stood outside the door of the store for a couple of minutes, like just looking for a sign, something, and not a sign from God, but a sign about whether we should wear a mask or not. And they took it down, and they used to have a big one. So, yay. You guys, I'm taking Monica to day camp and saw this deer. This is the second one. Here's another one coming. This is what we have to do. We have to kind of just be careful in certain areas. On the main road that I take down to my street, it looks like that's all there is. I have to actually I drive on the inside lane because if a deer comes out, you never know. You never know if a deer's gonna pop out. So, hey guys, I just finished babysitting. It's kind of a long day. She was pretty fussy. Her mom and I were texting, and I think we've determined that she's getting gas in her stomach from these new nipples on the bottles that are higher flow, and she's probably sucking down more air. So, all that to say, I was happy when her husband came home early today. So I'm heading to the grocery store, and I actually was thinking just now, oh, do I have a mask in my purse? And I almost always have masks, multiple masks in my purse. But one time I could not find any masks in my purse, and I was shocked I didn't have any with me. So I was just thinking of that, and then realizing that, I'm going to Safeway again, and they're not requiring masks, but it felt so weird. It felt so weird to be in there without one last time, and it feels weird to be going today and, like not wearing. I know people will be wearing them in there, but if businesses are not requiring them, then I'm not wearing them because I am vaccinated. And everybody in our area has the ability to be vaccinated. So if people are not vaccinated, it's because they're making a choice. And so I don't see any reason why people should have to wear them. But I know a lot of people are still being cautious, and that's fine. But the whole thing is, we've been doing it for so long, it just feels really weird, doesn't it? Well, we're heading over to a local nursery to get flowers. It is not looking like we're gonna have any more frosts. Well, you never know. But anyway, so we're gonna put out our flowers in front of the house and out on the porch, and some of the annuals that go out in the garden. Okay, so let me walk you through what I got. So this flat right here is stuff that's going to go out into my flower garden. I got a few perennials. I got some annuals to kind of just brighten things up in there. This stuff is the petunias are going to go in my flower boxes. Then I, of course, always do thrillers, spillers, and fillers. And I have a bunch of them out on the front porch. But I got these cosmos. Just so you know, if you live in a really hot climate, cosmos do not like hot climate. In Flagstaff, where I live, you know, if it touches 90, it's really, really hot. And most summers, we don't even get to 90. But you want one right in the middle that's very tall and is just an eye catcher. So I got a couple of dahlias. I'll show those to you out on the front porch. And those are my thrillers. And then my spillers, I always get the same thing. These are so amazing. These are called bacopa. I actually tilt them into the pot in the soil so that they already start to spill over the edge. They get really big and just have flowers constantly throughout the summer. So each of the pots will have one of these at the front. And then you can use anything, but I like to use alyssum for a filler, because boy, do they fill in. And basically you just want them to go in and eventually cover all the dirt. So let me show you the ones I got for the front. You can see I have 4 pots here. And then I have this pedestal pot and this other one. These guys, they're getting a little bit of sun right now, but especially these two, they don't get much sun. I may have to move that one for what I'm going to put in there. So here are the things I got. So some more cosmos. I got 2 of those, plus 2 dahlias, and those will be my thrillers. And then the spillers, I got bacopa, and then I'll bring some of the alyssum out. So what'll happen is when I'll put the thriller in and the spiller, and then when I put the fillers in, you'll still see dirt, but as soon as they start to grow, eventually it will cover that up, and you'll see that in a minute. Here, this one gets shade most of the day. So I will be putting in an impatient in the middle, or maybe a couple, and trailing blue periwinkle. And so it'll kind of trail off. Let me show that to you. So yeah, blue periwinkle. Yeah, it's a vinca. And it'll spill over the edge and look really pretty. And the impatiens are right here. They love shade. And these are all white. I thought that would look pretty. And they just sort of make like a little dome of flowers in the middle, which is kind of cool. Oh, and then this is a calibrachoa. That is what's going to go in there. And I thought it would look pretty because it sort of matches the pot. I suppose maybe contrasting colors would have been better, but I thought of that pot when I got this, and these are so pretty. They're just, I got another one for the back porch that's yellow and white, but this one is, I've never seen this color before. It's called Coral Sun. We'll see how it does there, because this is, I may have to move the pot out a little bit, like maybe put it in front of the pedestal. I'm pretty sure those require sun to partial sun. So I'll need, if I want it to keep blooming, then I'll need to do that. So I will show you as soon as I get all this stuff planted in the front and the back. I will show you. Let me give you a peek at my flower gardens. I've got 2 out here. This one, I've got hollyhocks that have just grown in places they shouldn't be. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that front one there. I just pulled 2 of them out. But I'm going to plant the foxglove. It's a tall plant in the back there. And then in the front, I've got some spaces where some things died. And so I've got a couple of perennial pansies. And seems like I have something else that's going to go in there. The other thing I'm going to do in a lot of these little pots that are in here is put marigolds and petunias. Just, you know, just some random little annuals. And then over here, this garden hasn't really grown up yet. It's going a little slower than the other one, but it's getting more shade, as you can see. So I will be putting some marigolds and petunias in there just to kind of fill in. But okay, today is John's birthday, and I am doing a smoked pork shoulder. So I've got the smoker heating up over here. We potted flowers yesterday. I need to get the hose up here and clear off the deck. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have some Texas barbecue, I guess, in Arizona. But this has a really nice rub on it with salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, celery salt, brown sugar. Yeah, that might be it. And it smokes for 8 hours or more. Clearly not a plant-based menu, but we're having 12 people over, and so this should you know, feed a good army. And I'll have a little bit. This will be my day that I have. Oh goodness, I have been cooking all day. So today's John's birthday, and he kind of decided at the last minute, which he does a lot, that he wanted to have some friends over for a party. It's also Memorial Day weekend, and so we have 13 people, including us, who are going to be here. I put that meat on the smoker this morning. It's been 1, 2, 3. It's been on the smoker for 7.5 hours. In a half hour, I'm going to take it out and check the temperature and see if we need to crank the temperature to have it finished. People are supposed to come. Well, Donna and Mike may come as early as 4, but everyone else is coming around 5, and I was hoping to have dinner ready at 6. I'm also making lots of other things. I made a quinoa salad. It's a caprese quinoa salad. Hold on a second. John is. I thought you were knocking. Thanks for cleaning that. He's cleaning off the front door. The front door is dusty. So yesterday we did the flower thing. We got all the flowers put in the pots in the front and the back because we'll probably all be on the patio. But anyway, so I made this quinoa salad. It's a caprese quinoa salad, and so it has fresh mozzarella cheese and tomatoes, and then there's like olive oil and lime juice that's kind of mixed in with it, basil, and what else? Here, let me turn this around. So I have 2 trays here of potatoes. They're garlic. They're going to be garlic roasted potatoes. It just had olive oil, salt, pepper, and a lot of garlic. And those need to go in the oven. And then I'm making oh wait, I just made a regular salad. That's in the fridge. So we've got the quinoa salad, a regular salad. We have a couple people coming who are vegetarian, so I wanted to have enough stuff that they could have a full meal, and not have to have the shredded pork. So then I'm making a blueberry buckle, which is like it's a cake. It has more, like normally a cake has more flour than eggs. This recipe has more eggs than flour. And so you make the batter and put it in a pan or baking dish, and then you dump the blueberries all over the top. You could do raspberry if you wanted to. Anyway, and then what happens is while it's baking, the fruit kind of sinks in, and so it buckles in on itself, and then you end up with berries all through the cake, which is really good. And then John went to the store to get some ice, and he came back with a key lime pie. So I guess we're serving that too. What I'm trying to decide now is about the cake. I want it to be served warm, but I don't want to be mixing a cake while people are here. And so what I'm doing is putting together part of the batter. I'm just afraid that if I mix the whole batter, that, you know, it's 3:30 right now, and I probably don't want it to be ready till 6:30. I'm just afraid that like it might deflate. So I have mixed the flour, salt, and baking powder, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and cream the sugar and butter and eggs, and then not mix it together. I've never done this before. Not mix this together for a little bit. I mean, I have made this buckle before, but I've never made it in, you know, in stages or ahead of time. I just don't want, you know, I just don't want people to be coming and saying hello and all this, and then I'm sitting here using a mixer and all this while everybody's here. So I want to have as much mixed up as possible so that it's super easy to just take the cake and put it into the oven as soon as the roasted potatoes come out of the oven, because it takes 50 minutes for this thing to cook, because it has well, how many eggs does it have? I'm making a double batch. The regular batch has 3 or 4, something like that. So yeah, it's got quite a bit of eggs. Anyway, so I'm exhausted. We just got not really exhausted. I was cleaning the deck this morning, and then and then just cooking stuff and getting everything ready here. I've got stuff out here. I put the forks and knives in just a cup with a napkin to make it look kind of cute. It almost looks like we're celebrating 4th of July here, doesn't it? Actually, I think I got those napkins for a 4th of July party in the past. Okay, I will definitely show you. I'll definitely try to remember to do some film clips of everyone here. We have a mix. We have, let's see, 3 people who will be here are from our church, and 1, 2, 3 people and their significant others are from John's band, and then 2 people and a significant other are from John's work. And is that it? I don't know. Anyway, should be fun though. Oh, let me show you the patio. Okay, so we have some camp chairs out along with our regular patio furniture. Here are the flowers that I planted yesterday, and there's more on the front porch and out in the gardens. But we have some other little low to the ground camp chairs there. And then here, and then this we're gonna have filled with ice, and we'll have cold drinks in there. Later on, if people stay late, we've got this space heater kind of a thing. It looks really cool. Have I showed you this before? Because like flames shoot up this glass pipe, which is kind of neat. And then I wrapped the balcony with these little white lights that are solar powered, and I also did that down on the gate that's our little fence that's around the garden. I put some white lights on that too. It looked really pretty last night. And then I also have these wine bottle oil lamps. So it's just an old wine bottle, and then you fill it with lamp oil, and then it's got this little ceramic piece with a wick in there, and so it's kind of cool. So I tucked in a couple of them with flowers, and then I have a few others that are around, and I've got some candles and different things that will and then you guys remember these lights that we always put up in whatever house we live in, but these will look really pretty after the sun goes down. So that's it for now. I need to get to work on that cake now. Okay, so this is the sugar and butter and eggs mixed together. I'm just gonna cover that and stick it in the fridge. And then I have the dry ingredients there, and all I have to do is mix them together and put the blueberries on top once I pour it in a baking dish. And stick that in the oven. So probably around the time people start eating their dinner, this will be cooking.
You literally spin it and it's done. It's about.
Because it's so, it's like 400.
He was using, he actually built my pedal for me. He built it together, but he,
So smart.
I don't know how he did. He could have just have he just kind of could have a flamethrower. I don't know, but I think he did it with his.
Oh, here we go.
There you go, little journey,
It all
baby.
begins and ends with Journey.
Yeah, it's fun.
And there were some bad videos.
A lot of bad videos.
I know they're making bad stuff, but
But then like Thriller came out and blew everybody away. That was the video
Yeah,
that
because they
changed
got
the
a good
game.
director and it was like theatrical. And
Yeah. I was living, then I moved to LA and met a bunch of those people. It was wild.
Ooh, good, Monty. You just got that open. Can you get the other ones? Here, you got that one. Can you get that one open? Go ahead. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. You can do it. Was the other time an accident? Come on. Open it. There we go. Good job. Good girl. Okay, you guys, I got a selfie light from my FabFitFun box, and so I think this is better, isn't it? When I film at home, it seems like when I'm filming on my phone, it always seems kind of gray, and I'm in a room right now that's dark. Well, it has some lights on, but doesn't have the overhead lights on, and I usually turn on everything because it seems so dark in here. But this is better, huh? Here, let me take it off and show you. Okay, see what just happened? Yeah, so this is the selfie light. It's got a little like clamshell thing. And this is what I would normally be filming in, and then put that on. Is that better? Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that because I've always felt like the quality of the video when I'm filming in my house is really crappy. And so anyway, this is by Soar, S-O-A-R. I don't know how much it is. I'll have to look it up. If I do remember to do that, I will, put that on the screen for you, and I'll link it in the space below. I'm not sure if you have a need for a selfie light, but there you go.